Okay, today we're here with Zach Even-Esh from the Underground Strength Gym in Edison, New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Zach, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, about your gym, and who you train?
Yeah, so first of all, this gym started really in my backyard. About 5 years ago, we were training guys out of my parents' house. We had like 2 or 3 guys. All the equipment was bought off of eBay. We had like one dude was training for free. He was the guy that helped me pick everything up from his truck. And then we had another guy that was training for $5 a workout. Yeah, because this gym right next door, for you to like work out there for the day, $5. So I was like, I'll be like crazy cheap. $5, come whenever you want. That kid was a wrestler, the other kid was a basketball player. I couldn't even afford it. I had like no barbell. I had no money to afford the barbell. My dad's backyard, we had like 50, 60 stones in the backyard. All our workouts were like body weight stone training. So we train in the garage, we'd do like body weight, like we would do like, push-ups, he would like hold the guy and do squats, then we'd go in the backyard, walking on hands, carrying stones, we were like swinging an axe on like a tree that was cut down for these guys. This was like at a time where I was dead broke. I had these 2 guys to train. I was trying to pick up clients, but I was like writing on like paper and like stapling it to trees, like down like areas where people had money. It was like, can't remember what it said, but it was like, personal trainer will like come to your home, and I was just doing anything I could to find clients. I did that for a summer. I had 2 guys. So basically one dude paid me $5 to work out, the other guy trained for free. Then this is living out of my parents. Just I started like studying the information more and more. Big time going to Joe DeFranco. I would call Louis Simmons probably like every 2 weeks. At the time he had a lot of free time. I was connecting with him on the phone. He was talking about like sled training and work capacity. I asked him primarily about wrestlers because that's who I trained. He was telling me about everything for time. Like he'd have like wrestlers like slam a medicine ball for 5 minutes at a time, drag a sled forwards and backwards for 5 minutes, rope climbing. He was talking about like doing kettlebell swings. Tell me how he trained. Kevin Randleman, he's like an old UFC fighter that had fought Randy Couture. He had trained him and was telling me about like a 10-minute barbell complex. And I was like, hell, I don't own a barbell. I'll have these guys do it with stones. So they do like a 1-rep power clean, then they would do a clean and press, then they would do a hang clean and press. That was 1 rep. Put it down, rest 30 seconds, yeah, 10 minutes. I was doing work capacity. I didn't really know how to organize workouts. Everything was full body. They'd like do that in my backyard. Then I had a knee surgery, so what I was doing was riding my bike. They would jog behind me to this playground that was like a mile away. We get to the playground, they would like hand walk on the monkey bars, hand walk once, pull up, hand walk, pull up, hand walk sideways, pull up. Picnic table, military presses, I just had them like sprint around the baseball field, jumping over, park benches. I didn't have like any set routine. I was just like, whatever I could use is what I would do. But they were kicking some ass. The one kid that wrestled was like 2 weeks after training, like avenged the loss that he had. He lost a close match in the season. He like dominated a guy. He like beat him like 10-2. So I was like, damn, this stuff's working. The summer ended, then I had that whole like span of time to really study and learn my methods. I stopped training at gyms. I was training in my own garage when I lived with my parents. Basically, I bought a barbell, 300 pounds, and I had 2 dumbbells, 50s and 100s. So I was doing like a power bodybuilding program for myself, and I got stronger than ever before. Just kind of trying to mimic what Joe D was doing. Then as time grew, by that next summer I had bought a house, and the first thing I did when I bought the house was like set up the gym in the garage. Just like pissed off my wife, dude. It was like, oh, we have like no money, and the first thing I did was do that. I started a business with, I think I had 3 wrestlers. I went to a wrestling club.
All in your gym and
all in the house. This house was like totally crapped up, but I had the garage and I redid the garage. Through that year I saved some money. I had 2 pairs of kettlebells, 53 and 70. I had a lot of old York plates that I got from a gym that sold down. I must have had like 900 pounds of 45-pound plates. Pair of 50, the dumbbells are still here. Pair of 15, pair of 50, and a pair of 90. And like everybody was too weak to use 50 and 90, so it was like it was nothing. I built a sandbag. It was like 75 pounds. pounds.
Did you get into tire flipping that time already?
The tire flipping started that summer. Like around the corner from this gym is a tire yard, and I would go there on Saturdays with my training partner from the house, and I would bring the guys coffee and bagels, and they would pull down like 2 tires for us. The first time they pulled down a tire, I was like wrestling with this thing. Literally, it could have been a minute. Like I was dying. So it's like I couldn't even like get it up. And the 2 guys watching us that were like operating the forklift were laughing. They were like smoking cigarettes. Like put down his cigarette and he just like ripped it up like 5-6 times. He didn't do no knee lift. He just ripped it up, pulled it over, ripped it up, pulled it over. I looked at my friend. My friend's like ripped and jacked. Like people would look at him. They're like, damn, dude, he was wrestling with this thing. I looked at him. I was like, bro, we're doing everything wrong. I was like, we're doing everything wrong. We have so much to learn. They were laughing at us like smoking cigarettes. The guy, like his forearms were like the size of my arms. I mean, they looked like bowling pins. And his buddy too, they just like ripped it. So I asked them like what they were doing. They're like, we've been working at this tire since we were 13. They're like mid-20s. All they're doing is throwing tires, flipping tires, taking stuff. So they're basically doing like power cleans and deadlifts and throwing tires.
And working their hands.
And working their hands for like half their life. Their hands were like long like monkey hands. Like they like grew from the training from being so young starting that. So Saturdays I would go there, but not with my clients. The way I picked up my clients was going to a wrestling club and just doing a full out bodyweight clinic. And I told them like I couldn't pick up clients, and I said that's it. Like I want serious guys, and when I walk out this door, I'm having a special offer. My special offer ends when I walk out the door. There's 8 wrestlers, 3 of them signed up, and that one kid was the one that went on to win the prep nationals. He like dominated high school wrestling. Like every major tournament, he dominated. His strength was through the roof. He weighed, you know, maybe 100 pounds when he started, and then when he graduated high school, he was like 145, 150, and he wrestled like 125, 130, but strength-wise, nobody could match him. I mean, we had him swing the 88-pound kettlebell. That 130-pound sandbag, he would shoulder it, like one motion, like, and he weighed 115. He was the guy that I was like starting to kind of like experiment and apply my stuff for, that Louis would tell me to do. His pull-ups, his head was like almost ready to go through the garage. That like his chest would slam into the bars. Like, dude, he just freaked out. Like, and because of him, more guys started coming through. We had like 20 wrestlers by the end of the summer training in my backyard, down the street at a playground, and in the garage. Like basic stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, talking about grip strength from the tire flips.
Yeah.
What do you think is the importance of grip strength in sports? For example, wrestling or football, basketball, whatever, tennis.
Yeah. Number one, like talking about tire flips, like the day after we did the tires, I mean, I couldn't even shut my hands for like 3 days. Because when you're in that position, you're in that flexed wrist position. So number one, your wrist gets strong from it. So we focus on wrist strength, the ability to crush, and the ability to hold. We don't get like all detailed with it. We'll work the hands basically a minimum of twice a week here at the end of the gym workout. Yeah. But the whole workout revolves around grip work.
Sandbag training.
Yeah, sandbags. Everybody's always doing pull-ups, deadlifting. We do a lot of kettlebell work. Pull-ups are very frequently worked on ropes. We have a 2-inch rope there that they do recline rowing on. So even if there's not like a dedicated grip workout, they're doing hand and grip training. But like at the end, like today was very humid. The weights were slippery, so we focused on captain's crush and like just, you know, muscular endurance with the wrist curls. But if the hands are weak, it makes a lot of other things weak. So we just basically, we want to attack weak points. Hands are always weak on guys. If we make them stronger, it improves everything.
Right.
Yeah.